the bottom line is that this is a man who knows what it takes to bring about a change. And for years I've been working with him in the Gokh-Bi System because he brought them up to my house. I do an open house every Sunday. I've been doing it for about 30 years. I'll tell you point blank, without sounding too egotistical, I make the baddest salmon croquettes on the planet. I mean, I would challenge Amy Smith, Sylvia's, you name it, because my mother was a hell of a cook, and I picked up some of her stuff. And so I cook, and now I've added to the menu fried apples, so it's a wrap now. We're kicking it. And I've got people coming from all over the world every Sunday. I don't know who's going to show up at my house, but I'm so happy because every Sunday it's a special experience. And I had a young lady from Mexico, I'm getting ready to do a performance with her at the Shrine on Saturday, and she is from Mexico City, and she overheard me talking to someone in Starbucks on 125th, and says, "Oh, I hate to interrupt you, but I saw you go to Switzerland, and I would like to come to your open house." And I said, "Of course." She came, and the girl's sound, I mean, her voice is unbelievable. From Mexico City, raised in Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva, Switzerland. Unbelievable. I mean, when you find people of color, we could be coming from anywhere. It is amazing how we are everywhere on the planet. And I'm so proud. And I always let people know that, you see, we get caught up in this color trip about black and white. That's a lot of bullshit. I want y'all to recognize that. It's really the bottom line. And as a last poet, and I started the group when I was 18, I want to make it clear. Our battle was then and is now humanity versus inhumanity. You're not a part of humanity. You're not my friend. You're not my brother. You're not my sister. Clarence Thomas ain't down with the family. He's a jackass, and he likes being a jackass. He's being paid to be a supreme jackass. It's a sad thing. You would think he'd have more pride, but it's okay. We have to have opposites. If anyone knows about science, everything has a balance. So we got to have a balance. So we give thanks to Clarence. Thank you, Clarence, for being on the other side. We need the balance. But Tony and the Gokh-Bi System and Tantra, thank you for coming to pick me up with your son and your niece. That was a pleasure, because it's not exactly an easy trek getting from 121st down here. Thank you very much, Sister Love. Please give her a hand for her. I don't know if y'all can really understand or feel Tony, but Tony's a special dude. We've done some schools together in front of a bunch of kids that loved us so much, and I just appreciate hearing him. I haven't heard him in a minute, and I was truly thrilled just hearing him play, because he knows what the hell he's doing. He ain't joking. Can we give that man some love? That I'm working with, and I'll be at Ebbetsfield School on actually the 28th of this month, doing a presentation for this organization called the History Makers. Now it sounds grand. I mean, they got office, they're in Chicago, and they've hired a lot of so-called celebrities all over the country to go into schools and motivate our kids to read better and do better things in math and science and all that stuff. And I told him, I said, that's a wonderful venture. I think it's very necessary. But at least offer us some goddamn lunch money or transportation money or something. I mean, you know, artists usually are struggling, and they haven't figured that part out yet. But I spoke to Lady I've got a school coming up, and they said, well, we'd like for you to lead them in the commitment pledge. I said, you have a pledge? And so they told me they had this thing called commitment to education. I said, oh, that's real cute. I said, I got a pledge too. I said, I hate to tell you, but I think my pledge will kick your pledge in the ass, you know? So we're gonna do my pledge right now, because just to prove my point, I want y'all to help me out a little bit. All right, you down? Everybody say free.
Free.
Grow.
Grow.
Misery.
Misery.
Down.
Down.
True.
True.
Sad.
Sad.
Live.
Live.
Here.
Here.
Now this is a little pledge we're going to do, and hopefully you'll take it with you. And I always bring material with me. If you don't have Last Poet stuff, or you want this particular piece, you can get it, because I brought stuff. And the pledge is very simple. You just said your word that's going to be the response to my call. What's the oldest group participation known to man? Call and response. So your words, I'm going to say them again, you don't have to repeat, just remember, and it won't be hard because what I say should lead you right into your word. Free, grow, misery, down, true, sad, live here. Now let's see if we can rock this out. Even if people have said you don't have rhythm, I think you can get down with this, all right? We're gonna work this, all right? I want to be what I can be, to be proud, healthy and free. Oh, that was a little retarded, y'all. Y'all weren't ready. I had 2 Long Island iced teas and I'm ready. I want to be what I can be, to be proud, healthy and free. I want to say what I know, to help my brothers and sisters grow. I want to feel good about me, and blame no one for my misery. And blame no one for my misery. Cause I'll be strong, turn it around. I want to go up, I'm not going down. I want to do what I can do to make all my dreams come true. Remember my past, the good and bad, how I made it art, even when it was sad. I want to share whatever my gift, and when you're feeling low, I'll give you lift. I want to live without fear, and know that I'm blessed for being here. Know that you're blessed for being here. Know that we're blessed for being here. I want to be what I can be, to be proud, healthy and free. I want to say what I know of my brothers and sisters. I want to feel good about me, and blame no one for my misery. Cause I'll be strong, turn it around. I want to go up, I'm not going down. Want to do what I can do to make all my dreams come true. Remember my past, the good and bad, how I made it art even when it was sad. Want to share whatever my gift, and when you're feeling low, I'll give you lift. I want to live without fear, and know that I'm blessed for being here. Know that you're blessed for being here. Know that we're blessed for being here. Know that you're blessed for being here. Know that we're blessed for being here. Know that we're blessed. Thank you.
Yeah.
For those of you who are aware of the Last Poets, we have been working crazy. It's been a lot of work in Europe. I mean, Europeans love radical black shit. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm in Switzerland, I'm in Germany, I'm in Portugal, and our booking agency is headquartered in Paris. So I'm in Paris more than I'm in Brooklyn. It's crazy. But I'm gonna tell you something, those of you who travel, you go to Paris tomorrow, you might think you're in Brooklyn. Because black folks are coming to Paris. It's almost like saying, we want to see how mom was living. Since the French were so bold with colonizing all these places, like Guadeloupe and Martinique and Haiti, those folks are coming to Paris now. The place is getting full of black folks. In a minute, they're going to have a whole new thing about the chocolate people there. I mean, it's unbelievable what's going on. But I have a good time there. The only thing I have so much problems with, my ladies, many of the African women, they really wear, I mean, bleaching cream is really selling. I mean, it's fucking me up. And then the sisters, those chocolate sisters with that beautiful, smooth, satin black skin, are putting shit on their faces and they're walking around looking like zombies. They look great. I had to tell her that she was fine as hell. She didn't know it. She wanted to look like Barbie. I went up to her and I said, baby, you are so fine. If I could take you someplace and wash your face I mean, you just be off the chain. Wash my face. I said, yes, wash your fucking face. You got all that shit on your face, you trying to look like some white girl. That's never gonna work. You have to be born again to look like that. You can't, you gotta be black and beautiful. You are beautiful. You don't recognize it. So that's the mission. We still have a lot of people who are suffering from that whole cultural trip. But then we have some folks who recognize the glory of being who they are. And it's not about your color. Understand, that's a minimal thing. It's always been about your heart. It's always been about your soul. It's always been about who you feel you really are. If your color gets in the way of that, you better check yourself. You can't let that happen. You got to be a real person. That's all that's required of you. You only have a minute on this planet. 80 years, 90 years, that ain't no time. I think that some people like Methuselah live, what, 800 years and shit? Maybe that was just a story. Some kind of mythology. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The way I've seen things, I don't want to be here that long because I know the cycle already. I mean, I hit 60 and I know what's going on already. I don't want to see that shit over and over again. Let me start from a baby and come back and do it all over again. Give me some newness. But the reality is that the world is changing. We got a black president. That's a nice show. Ain't no black agenda. But Obama is doing the best he can. Ain't that amazing? The president's name is Barack Obama. Get the fuck out of here. If his name was Harold Smith, that sounds more reasonable. Barack Obama. And he's married to an Amazon madam like Michelle from South Carolina. And she's a bad sister. Fine. My son ran to her and thought she was Beverly Johnson. Said, wow, you got some nice legs. She says, I'm not Beverly Johnson. I'm Michelle Obama. I said, ooh, and my son said, ooh, baby, well, you fine. I mean, I'm sorry you married, because I should have talked to you. I said, you didn't say it. He said, yes, I did, Pop. I said, she probably loved it too. But the fact is that the country needs him as well as they've needed us from the beginning. I was in Kankakee, Illinois about 3 weeks ago, and they're in the museum there, and I discovered that, you know, the Confederates are so upset with the Union, they did the wrong thing when it came to currency. So there was Confederate money. You know about the Confederate money? But does anybody know who's on the Confederate money? This is information for you, for those that like information. African people picking cotton on the Confederate money. Smiling! Like it was all right. Like, jump down, turn around, pick the belly cotton, jump down. I mean, I said to my man that owned the museum, I said, what the hell would make them put, he said, but that was status. If you could have some slaves working for you, you know, he said, Abiodun, imagine if you had 2 people working for you for free, you'd be rich in 1 year. He's right. That's exactly the deal. And Lincoln even made it clear. He didn't care about slavery, he just wanted the Union to be together. He didn't really give a damn if slaves were there were slaves or not. But because the Southerners were making mad money and the Union was struggling, he had to even out the situation. So we said, no, we got to stop your opportunity of getting rich quick. And so he did. And it killed him for that. We know the deal. I want to do a piece called If We Only Knew, because I think that if we knew just how great we were and what we could do together, we could make these changes that we need to see without any reservations, without any hesitation. So your background, your chorus would be if we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. And Tony, you can join me, man. This is basic rhythm. All of y'all can get down with this. If we only knew what we could do. 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 We stop fussing and fighting and feeling blue. If we only knew that we're Jews, cause of an African connection that we can't lose. If the light was on in our minds, we wouldn't diss ourselves so much all the time. Stop and realize without the sky. misery. We bring hope, joy, love, and security. There wouldn't be no need to lock your doors at night, cause no one lives in the dark if everyone sees the light. If we only knew what we could do. 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 If we only knew how bad we are, we make the sun disappear, cause we're the brightest star. And if you feel the strength, help those who are weak. We'll be stepping to the rhythm like Malcolm speaks. So you thought you were a chicken and your butt was made for kicking. You've been running around with your head hanging down, looking for chicken feed in this city of greed. Open up your eyes. Don't you know you can fly like an eagle to the sky, much higher than high? You don't need no crack smack or patty whack. All the bones from that dog, you can give them right back. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we stop fussing and fighting and feeling blue, just like we cut our hair in an African style, we show rich world treasure every time we smile. Some time ago we just didn't know we had the power to make the whole thing go. Motivator, educator, we're a power generator. Need to own the joint, so working as a waiter. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew how strong our will, no matter what's been done, our souls can be killed like the sun and the moon and all the stars above. It's a natural thing for us to share our love. We're a human force in a world of pain, trying to use common sense where life is insane. We can recognize just who we be, take control of our lives and live with dignity. If we only knew what we could do. 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 Give this up right now. Well, in a moment like this, you know, it's so nice. And this is like a real intimate like crowd, you know, it's like just us folks talking to each other. And I just want to thank you all for being here and give yourselves a nice hand for being here. I think I will kind of end this with, if you believe in me. Matter of fact, let me end it with us doing something together, but it's a nice little intimate crowd. And even if you can't sing, you can sing this, no problem. If you believe in me, if you believe in me, then I believe in you, then I believe in you. And I know together we, and I know together we can make our dreams come true, can make our dreams come true. If you're my brother man, if you're my brother man, or you're my sister love, or you're my sister love, I know we can create, I know we can create what we've been dreaming of, what we've been dreaming of. We must remember, come on y'all, we must remember, we broke through chains, we broke through chains, created joy, created joy. Even when there was pain, even when there was pain, they told us we had, they told us we had nothing at all, nothing at all. But we still made a way, but we still made a way to walk tall and be strong, to walk tall and be strong. When winter came and left us so cold, everybody, when winter came and left us so cold, we went deep inside and got warm from our souls. We went deep inside and got warm from our souls. Sometimes the clouds were so low, sometimes the clouds were so low. We couldn't see the sky, we couldn't see the sky. But we always overcame,
but we always overcame.
Because we got wings to fly, we got wings to fly. If you believe in me, then I believe in you.
If you believe in me, and I believe in you.
And I know together we can make our dreams come true.
Can make our dreams come true.
If you're my brother man,
If you're my brother man,
or you're my sister love,
or you're my sister love,
I know we can create,
I know we can create
what we've been dreaming of,
what we've been dreaming of.
Let's work our magic, come on y'all.
Let's work our magic.
Alright, let's work it now. Let's work it now. Stop all the tragic, come on.
Stop all the tragic.
Living somehow, living somehow. We got the juju, come on.
We got the juju.
We got the mic, we got the mic to upgrade our